Good morning, parents, and thank you for coming in. Good morning, KG1. Good morning, KG1. Haven't they been doing an amazing job of staying so silent behind the curtains that you don't even know they're here? They've tried really hard, so parents, get ready to be blown away. I know you're going to sit there and say, oh, they're so cute, but you're also going to say they have amazing voices, stage presence, and artistic abilities, because you're going to be watching them sing, talk, be part of the action, and then you're also going to have the opportunity to go through all their beautiful artwork on either side and outside right as you enter. So without much ado, I'm going to hand over to the two people who made all of this magic happen, Melissa and Emma.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Miss Emma. I have the pleasure of being your children's art teacher. And just like Miss Tushna said, if you haven't had a chance already, make sure you have a little look at the beautiful artwork inside and outside the auditorium. The children have made everything from the hanging butterflies to the set you see on stage, and they've worked so hard. We've been working on pattern in class, so that's why we've been focusing on like bumblebees, ladybugs. We've looked at how we can use different shapes to create patterns in our paintings outside with our flowers. And now I'm going to pass over to my lovely colleague, Miss Melissa, who's made this amazing show possible, and I hope you enjoy today.
Well, I won't say too much because your children are going to say it all, but it's been my pleasure and my privilege to teach KG1 music this year, and also a little expression. So it's a big deal. This is their first big show on stage. They're all saying something. Even if they make a little mistake, we've been teaching them that it's okay. You just keep going. And I think that's a really valuable lesson for everyone to learn, especially when you're young. So when you get older, it's not like, oh my gosh, made a mistake. But it's like, oh, it's okay. I can do even better next time. So our story is about taking care of our village. You're going to see some jokes. Can't really be bothered to do that. And without further ado, we'll take it away. KG1, are you ready? Yeah! Oh, you don't sound ready. Are you ready? Yeah! All right, now they're ready.
A long time ago, far away, there was a little place called Lazy Daisy Village. It was the most beautiful village you had ever seen. There were lovely trees and lovely flowers, but most of all, it was beautiful because the streets were clean and tidy. There was no litter to be seen anywhere. Every day was a fine day in Lazy Daisy Village.
Gabriela. Litter Muncher was called Litter Muncher. Lots of idea. Made lots of friendly kind of buzzing and big noses. As he went along, he munched up all the trash. He munched and munched and munched until all of the litter disappeared. Lazy Daisy Village was bright and tidy again. Big bunches, many different colors. There were red bins, blue bins, green bins, and yellow bins. But nobody ever put trash in them. But the people that stood down. And you have to wait a month to pick it up. See the people of Lazy Daisy Village, or rather it was much easier to drop that trash on the ground. And then to wait and find a bench of plastic.
Every day, the people dropped more and more rubbish, and the Litter Muncher worked harder and harder. He began to feel very tired, and he hoped that the villagers would help.
Please leave put some of your litter in the bin. Sorry, I just got my nails done. I feel very tired. I will take my calendar to help you next month. It's your job, Litter Muncher. No one will help me. What am I going to do?
The Litter Muncher got so tired that one day he had no energy left at all. He sat down, rubbed his eyes, and lay on the village green. He went to sleep. While he was asleep, he had a lovely dream where everyone in Lazy Daisy Village put all their rubbish into the big colored bins.
The villagers saw the little muncher was asleep. So they tried to wake him up. The villagers wake up. We need you to collect the rabbits. Our village will get untidy, Litter Muncher. The Litter Muncher is not waking up. I'm going to help you to the rubbish now. Shall we put it in the bin? For days the Litter Muncher slept. The days turned into weeks. The villagers kept dropping the litter in the sidewalks. On the street and all in the villages. Every day there's more and more. There's big piles of rubbish everywhere. It looked horrible and it was very smelly. The villagers feel like they smash and rock. Our village is all messy. It's not a village anymore. She looked at the rubbish and she had her nose. Look at this rubbish, what a mess! Go and get your sweeping broom. Everyone gets a broom. Go sweep up all this mess. Nobody argues the lady me because she is very bossy. So the village swept up the trash. Ashley, Miss. Let's go wake up the Litter Muncher. Let's go wake up. Let's go wake up the Litter Muncher. Really bad. Now we're gonna put our Robbies in a bed now. I'm so happy. Now we don't have to work so hard anymore. To do and undo the munch of the D's in the fort. She looks such a happy little munch. From then on, the letters always put their trash in the bin. The sun rises in another beautiful day. Everyone feels so happy to live in such a clean and tidy village.
with a big smile on my face for the entire show. So amazing, amazing job, guys. And thank you for being such a wonderful audience as well. Parents, I know the temptation is strong, but we're going to ask you to please not rush the stage. We'll give you a moment to take some pictures of the kids, and then we would love for you to take the chance to explore some of the art around the auditorium and the art outside in the atrium. But first, we need to say a huge, huge thank you to two very important people, Miss Melissa and Miss Emma. Okay,